I don't know why it doesn't say recording, but hopefully it is. All right, now, does anybody have any issues with yesterday? Oh, good for you. What? I need to know what number we're talking about. 34. So, so that means it won't change. The 1775 is just what you pay every month for 6 movies. You with me on that now? Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. Nobody Hub certified?
Yeah, well, I had trouble with one, but I think I got it right.
Well, tell me and I'll let you know. Which one?
You scroll up. I think it was like 33.
Well, why don't you look at your paper,
Oh,
get
32.
your paper out and let's look at it. Sitting there staring. It'd be helpful to know which one you're having trouble with by looking at the paper that you're on.
It's 32.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. So did anybody want to tell me their answer for 32? Mr. Ward, thank you, sir. 150.
I guess.
Yeah.
You got 150, 150. Well, we know it's now right. Mikey's saying it's 150, so we're just going with 150. No one else needs to. Do you agree with him?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, Hubs disagrees. So let's figure this out.
I took a guess. I got 143.
Why would you be educating guessing? And why not just do the math problem?
Well, I tried to, but then.
So it says a farmer owns 12 cows. The cows produce 90 gallons of milk per day. Right? So 12 cows, all right, equals 90 gallons. You with me?
Yeah.
So I want how many gallons per cow? How many gallons per cow? So if I ask you how many gallons per cow, I would do what?
You divide 90 by 12.
Yes, do 90 divided by 12 for me on your calculator.
It's 7.5.
7.5 gallons per cow. Now what do I do with the 20?
The 20, you would just add 7.5 times.
Wow, you could do that. Or you could just say 7.5 times what?
8
Times how many cows?
more cows.
No, you're not listening to me. This is for every 1 cow.
Oh,
So how many cows do I own?
12.
I own how many?
Well, 20.
So multiply that by what?
20.
20. So do that. 7.5 times 20. Where's your calculator?
It's 150.
Is that correct? 150 gallons. All right, come on now. Come on. Yes, ma'am. 30. I like what you said. 30. Let's take a look at 30. So we want to know how many scarves can be done per hour, because we want to know how many hours, 24 hours I can do, right?
4 divided by 9.
Right, but if you do 4 divided by 9, let me explain to you why that's not correct. If I do 4 hours divided by 9 scarves, let me explain why that's incorrect. And I want you to tell me if I'm making sense. That would have been 0.4 repeated hours per scarf. You with me? But I want what? I want how many scarves I can do per hour. Yes. Do you see what I'm saying now? All right. So tell me what 9 divided by 4 is. So it's 2.25 scarves every hour. Do you agree with that? And then you multiply that by 24 and tell me what the answer is. 54 scarves. You happy with that explanation? No, it's not about putting the bigger number. All right, it's not, all right, and I understand what you're saying. Okay, I totally, so I want to try to, what?
I was just gonna ask if, to tell which number you're dividing by, is it always going to be the first number that the question asks, like scarves?
No, no, see, that's why this one, right, that's why this one didn't work out when I switch it around, right? I want to know, listen, so let me try to explain one more time. Look up here on the board and I'm gonna try to answer your question. So I want you to look up there on the board so I can show you something. All right, everybody look up on the board so I can show you, because again, you guys are asking great questions today and I appreciate that. All right, do you understand? I want to know how many scarves in 24 hours. So that's how you tell. The scarves goes on top. Scarves is divided by the hours. Is that helpful? Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. That's how I would think about it. And that would tell me to do the scarves divided by the hours. Okay. And we're going to practice that because again, this section is super important. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to pause the video just for a quick second. And then, all right, the first page, we're not using the calculator. Then you can use the calculator. All right, these are called complex fractions. Complex fractions are just fractions over fractions. Whether the fraction be in the numerator or the other fraction can be in the denominator, doesn't matter. All right, but what I want everybody to be able to write up here on the board, because I want you to be really good at fractions, is number one, what does that actually mean? Someone tell me what that means. Maggie. Yes, now everybody mental math that. Obviously the answer is, who said 9? Who said 9? That's really good, guys. Right? We kind of talked about this already, but again, those of you guys who didn't know it was 9, that's because you didn't remember it's literally means 3 divided by 1/3. And how do you handle division? Multiply by the, yes, multiply by the reciprocal. So everybody's putting 3 times 3, which is what? 9. There's no calculator right now. No calculator. All right. So now everybody's going to tell me, well, not everybody. Mackenzie, what does this say? Number 2. That's correct. 5 divided by 3/7. Now, if you know that step, you can automatically write the reciprocal. So what does that actually mean now, Mackenzie?
5 times 7.
Right. And what's 5 times 7? That's the answer, 35/3. All right. That's the answer, 35/3. All right. Super duper easy. What? What? I don't know what you mean. Why wouldn't I multiply the bottom 2? Thank you. Sorry, Max.
Oh, not like a whole fraction.
It's 5 over 1, right? 5 over 1. Yes.
What if you change the first fraction like this?
Because the rule for fractions with division, the reciprocal of the second one. All right, not the reciprocal of the first one, the reciprocal of the second one. So Wilson, you're on number 3. What does that say? I know. What does it say?
4 times 5.
Yes, there you go. 4 times 5. Come on, Wilson, follow directions. All right. All right, next. Nora.
Oh, sorry. That would be 2 divided by 9 over 4 equals 18 over 4.
First of all, I want multiplication.
Oh, sorry, 2 times 9 over 4.
2 9. No, I understand. 2 times 9/4, which is what?
18 over 4.
18 over 4. Perfect. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Now, yes.
Do we have to simplify them?
Oh, I didn't even see. I'm in. Yeah. See, I'm in a hurry. Right. So then reduce that. I'm so sorry. You're absolutely correct. So 18 over 4. Yes. 9 over 2. And technically, we should have come over here and done 1 and 2. All right. That's what we should have done. All right. That's what we should have done. Everybody okay with that now? All right. So I'm going to slow down with number 5. So that brings me to Maggie, right? Tell me about number 5. What does that mean?
It's 1 times 5/4.
That is correct.
And 5/4.
5/4 is the answer. Very simple, I told you. All right. Now remember, I'm trying to explain to some of you guys, it's better to ask now than wait till the end. All right, Mr. Ward. What does this mean? 10 times. That is correct. Now, does anything reduce here? No. So the answer is just what? Over? Yes, 80 over 7. Yes, ma'am.
Why would you put the 8 in the 7?
What did you want to flip? Because this darker line means it's 10 divided by 7/8.
Like that.
Yeah, do you see what I'm saying? I understand. I'm going to make it obvious on your test if it's not obvious right now. Okay. All right. So Max, I believe you're up. Number 7.
3 over 5 times 7 over 3.
Yes. So what happens to the threes?
You take the 3 and turn it into 1.
That's right.
7 over 5.
7 over 5 is perfect. Perfect. Everybody okay with that? All right. So number 8, Addison.
1 over 6 times 5. 6 over 5.
Yep. What happens to the sixes?
They go to ones.
So my final answer is,
1 over 5.
yep, I told you guys, super duper, super easy, actually. Next,
4 over 5 times 10 over 9, and then it's 40 over 45, and then you simplify it down to 8 over 9.
do you agree it might have been easier if I'd have just done this, right?
Oh,
But I don't care, you know that, right?
yeah.
But it just would be easier if I reduced first. Try to reduce first if you can, if you remember. All right, number 10, go.
So it's 3/5 times 10 over 3. And you can cross out the 3's and make them 1s, and cross out the 5 as a 1, and the 10 is a 2. So you get 2 over 1.
Yay, 2 over 1, which we'll just call 2, right? All right, here we go. Number 11. Mikey,
1 over 1 times 5 over 2, so you get 5 over 2.
that's correct. Just 5 over 2. All right, I'm happy with that. 12, what does that say?
Me. 4 over 5 times 1 over 8. 1/10. Oh, wait.
Oh, I said, hold on a second. 4/5
Yeah.
times 1/8.
And then put 1,
Yes,
1/10.
yeah, there you go. Thank you. Sorry, that was my fault again.
Yeah, I got
1/10, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so now what I want to do is you can just practice using your calculator right now with complex fractions. All right, everybody's practicing using their calculator, so you just do 4 divided by 3/5. Is everybody with me? All right, do on your calculator 4 divided by 3/5, or in this case, 4 divided by what? 3/8, which is what? Hold on a minute. Yeah, tell me again. But I want it as an improper fraction. So you have to hit second and then ABC again. Do you see that? Yeah, now you see how to use your calculator now, right? 32 over 3. All right, now. What?
Is it automatically like either or?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, did you get that answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the automatic calculator is pretty smart. Well, it's not really, but okay. So here we go. Miss Elliott,
7, 10, I got 24.
24. Anybody else get 24?
Yeah.
All right, so just speak up if you're not getting it. All right, number 15, go. What'd you get? Yeah, well, okay, we'll just, let me just go 8 divided by the fraction, 3/4. There you have it. That's right. Say that number.
10 2/3.
Yeah, but now go second ABC and they'll convert it for you. What is-
32/3.
Everybody okay with 32 over 3? No.
What's this?
Yeah, here we go. 16. Wilson.
So 2 7.
Anybody else get 2 7s? All right. Mackenzie, 17.
Um, 9/10.
Everybody else okay? 9 over 10?
Yep.
All right. Maggie,
9.
everybody okay with that? Okay. We okay? Aiden,
Yeah.
you sure?
Mhm.
All right. Hubs,
5 is, oh wait, we're allowed to use calculator.
yeah, we are. Use a calculator on this. That's why everybody's going so fast. Do you know how to do it?
Yeah,
Shh.
yeah, 5. 72.
Say it again.
5 and 72.
5 over 72 is fantastic. All right. And now,
Oh, sorry. 3 over 8 divided by 312 equals 9 over 14.
9 over 14. Is everybody okay with that? So you guys see what I'm saying, right? That's not hard. That's not hard at all. All right, now we got a bunch of what? Word problems are hard. All right, not for us though.
Not really.
Not for us.
Isn't it?
Yeah, we can go with you. I don't know. But I'm gonna let you do 21. Okay, so now. Come here. Now. What, I'm not sure. So listen to what I'm saying. I want you to read me the question.
The trip took her 5 and 1 hours. What was her average speed in miles per hour?
So we want miles per hour. So I want everybody to write this down. All right. I know some of you already know this and that's okay. But I'm trying to get you to understand miles per means what? Divided by hours. That's what we do. We take the miles and we divide it by the hours. So how many miles did we drive? No, I'm not talking to you. I'm not asking for the answer. I'm asking you how many miles did I drive? 350. So we take 350 and then we divide it by the hours. How many hours was it? 5 1/4. So from there, tell me the answer. 66 and what? Did anybody else get 66 2/3? So we would say 66 2/3 what though? Yes, miles per hour. That's what that means.
I changed it into.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't, yes. Now, again, here's what I'm thinking about. Some of you are like, well, isn't it okay if we do 203 miles per hour, right? All right, if you wrote 200/3, that would be okay. But now, listen to what I'm saying, guys. I'm always trying to tell you your interpretation here of the question. Would it be better to say 200/3 miles per hour? Or would it be better to say 66 2/3? Yeah, 66 2/3 makes it more understandable. Does everybody agree with me on that? So I know what I said. We're always going to write improper. We're writing improper if it's just a math problem. But if it's in a word problem, sometimes we have to change that. And for me, the proper context would to tell somebody I'm driving 66 2/3 miles per hour. Is everybody happy with that? Would I mark it wrong if you put 200/3? No, I'm not going to mark it wrong. All right. I just know you're not listening. All right. Come on, Hubs, what?
When it 5 hours and 25 minutes, you can't drive 350. 65 hours and 25 minutes.
If you drive 66 2/3 miles an hour, that would be exactly correct. You with me on that?
Yeah.
All right, just think about it like this. If I crossed out the 1/4 and did 350 divided by 5, that's going 70 miles per hour. You see what I'm saying? All right, that's a pretty good question. Now, look, guys, I'm trying to tell you the importance of these questions. Understanding what mile, who can tell me what 66 2/3 miles per hour means? What does it mean?
Every 66 miles, that would be like an hour mile.
That's exactly what it means. If you travel 66 miles, you've gone an hour. Or if you travel for an hour, you'll go 66 miles. All right, that's what I'm making sure we can do. All right, so now I'd like number 22. All right, I would like Max, I think is up. Read 22, Max.
A small airplane used 5 2/3 gallons of fuel to fly 2 hour trip. How many gallons would you use each hour?
So what do I have to do with this?
And divide 5 2/3 by 2.
Yes. Now, again, I'm trying to stress, it's saying what? Gallons per hour. Gallons per hour. So that means I need to take the number of gallons, which is how much?
5 2/3.
And then divide it by,
2.
and tell me what that answer is, please. Shh, shh, shh.
It's 2 and 5 6.
How much?
2 and 5 6.
2 and 5/6 gallons every what?
Every hour.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Anybody else get 2 and 5/6? All right, good. All right, yes.
Oh, no, I was sure.
Okay, read.
Madison wants to make cookies for Rose's birthday party. She's cutting a roll of gooey dough into pieces that are 1/2 inches thick. If the roll is 13 inches thick, how many cookies can she make?
Ooh, how many? Shh, I want to hear this.
1/2 divided by 13.
So do that.
And it's 26 grams.
Yes, 26, but you said it backwards.
Okay.
You said 1/2 divided by 13 instead of what?
13 divided by
Yeah, the first number, and this is a prime example. Does the 1/2 go in first just because it's the first number? No, it does not. I want to know how many cookies I can make. Right? Is everybody good with this? So I can make a total of what? 26 cookies. All right. And the reason we want to say 26 cookies, it was 13 is divided by 1/2. Now, how did I know that? Because I was taking the 13 inches and I was dividing it into what? 1/2 inches. I wasn't taking the 1/2 inch and dividing it into 13. Is everybody okay with that? All right, that was nice. Very nice. All right, Lila, you're up.
So we read it.
Yes, just read it.
Anita is making cartons to surround the table. She bought 3 1/4 yards of fabric. Her total cost was $13. What is the cost per yard?
All right, this is where I'm trying to make sure you know you're not just dividing, you're thinking about it. What do I do?
So her total cost was $13, so you would divide 13.
Very, very important. Yay, 13 divided by 3 1/4. Notice I wrote them backwards this time to try to throw you off. How did I know the cost went first? The money, because it says cost per yard. Cost per yard. That's what that means.
And then you get $4 per yard.
Anybody else get $4 per yard? All right. $4 per yard. I'm very happy with that. Okay, good for you.
So when it says what is the cost per yard thing, like it says cost versus cost.
Yes, that's exactly correct. There you go. Now you're understanding me. You say cost per yard, so cost goes first. Then you divide it by the yards. That's how simple it is. I never understood why kids had trouble with that, because you're just what? Reading it. Just reading it. Cost per yard. Cost divided by yards. That's what that means. All right, now that you know that, Sophia, go.
Russia runs 9 times mile in 5 minutes. How many miles will we run in 1 minute? So you do 9/10 divided by 5.
Right. I even tried to trick you on this one. You don't divide always the large by the small. All right. So she said 5 divided by, no, she didn't. She said 9/10 divided by 5. And what is that?
9/50.
So that'd be 950 what?
Miles per minute.
Right. Miles every minute. That's what that means. Anybody have any issue with that? Anybody? Okay, Mikey, you get to read 26.
Franklins have a home loan with an interest rate of 4.2%. 3% is a fraction in simplest form.
What does percent mean?
Decimal?
Nope.
Oh, out of 100.
Out of 100. Percent means out of 100. So how do I write this?
4 2/5 over 100.
Yes, 4 2/5 divided by 100. That's excellent explanation. All right, so now I'm waiting for your answer. Where's your calculator? Let's do it. Anybody else get 11 over 250? Everybody okay with that? Mikey, that was good. Very good. All right, Jacob, tell me about 27.
All right. The Jones have a home loan with an interest of rate of $12.18. Write percent as a fraction in simplest form. So it'll be 12 1/8 divided by 100.
Yep, 12 1/8 divided by 100. Tell me what that is.
$97 over 800.
Anybody else get? I don't, 97 over 100?
800.
800, okay. Everybody okay with that? All right, let's go.
Okay, so Jonathan can jog 3 2/5 miles in 7/8 hours. Find his average speed in miles per hour. So 3 2/5 divided by 7/8.
3 2/5 divided by 7/8.
I got 3 and 31 over 35.
3 and what?
31 over 35.
And then that would be what?
His miles per hour.
That's correct. That's how fast he's traveling. 3 and 31 over 35 miles per hour. Very good. All right, Aiden, let's go.
A truck driver drove 120 miles in 1 3/4 hours. What is the speed of the truck in miles per hour? That's 120 divided by 3/4, which would be 68 4/7.
Anybody else get 68 4/7? 68 4/7 what?
miles per hour.
Miles per hour. Very nice. What time do we get out? Okay, so let's go down to the last page. All right, I want to look at the last page. I'm trying to figure out the best buy. All right, I'm trying to figure out the best buy. So for the first one apple costs 19 cents. Is that the unit rate? Is that correct? Is that the unit rate on the last problem here? I'm asking you, 1 apple for 19 cents. Is that a unit rate? That is a unit rate because that's the cost for what? 1 apple. 1 apple. That's right. So I know that the unit rate here is, I want everybody to write it down just to make sure, 19 cents per apple. Now, how do I find the unit rate for the second one? Yeah, what do I divide by 3? 0.59. So everybody do 0.59 divided by 3. And what is that? almost 20 cents per apple, right? Is everybody okay with that? So which one's the better deal? A. Nora, tell me.
For the rate, for like the on the, like, where we, have this for rate, what's in between cost per ounce and rate?
What?
There's a unit rate and cost per ounce.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Like, 'cause on, 31, it says rate and then it says cost per ounce.
Yeah, so the rate, okay. So the rate here is just $1.28 per 16 ounces. That's what the
Oh,
rate
it's
is.
not there, that part, oh.
Yes. And then cost per ounce just divided out. All right. Guys, I think we're pretty clear with this, right?
Yeah. Could you do the same thing, but multiply 19 times 3?
Yeah, you can figure out how much for 3. But to me, it's easier just to figure out how much for 1. All right. Okay, guys, I want y'all to finish that up now, please. All right, you got to finish this worksheet up. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to check over your homework, make sure everybody's doing their homework. All right, no messing around, Wilson. I'm tired of telling you. Well, you know that.